Annie, if you could please call the roll.
Mayor Pollan.
Here.
Vice Mayor Satula. Here. Councilman Smith.
Here.
Town Manager Hicks.
All right, moving on to the first agenda item, approval of minutes, April 2nd town meeting minutes, and April 12th public hearing minutes, and April 25th work session minutes.
Mr. Mayor, I move we accept the meeting minutes as presented.
Mr. Mayor, I second that.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, and the minutes are approved. All right, moving on to reports of officers, boards, and committees. Permits report.
Building use and occupancy sign permits issued during the month of April 2018. Building permits, April 4th, Tri-County Energy for Donna Stone, 7 Kenrick Court for a wood stove. April 10th, MAK Remodeling for CBFT 4185 Indian Head Highway, demo and replace existing sidewalks on front and side entrances. April 11th, Sunrise Premier Pool at 314 Perrin Lane for an in-ground pool. April 13th, D&T Properties, single-family dwelling new construction, 4690 Strauss Avenue. April 19th, Mervyn Savoy, 121 Jenkins Drive, addition to existing deck. April 23rd, Harvey Pierce Jr., 95 Riverside Run Drive for a fence. 2 use and occupancy permits. April 12th, Mario at 4603 Indian Head Highway, Mario's Barber Shop. April 23rd, Ephron Simsek, 4629 Indian Head Highway, Best Granite and Marble. No temporary use and occupancy permits, no demolition permits, no grading permits, no sign permits, and no temporary sign permits.
Okay, thank you very much. Moving on to the finance report. Ginger.
April 2018 finance report. Beginning cash balance, $531,508.62. Total revenues, $125,737.25. Total expenditures, $298,127.40, with an ending cash balance of $359,118.47. Total investments, $1,040,482.46. Any questions?
Thank you.
All right, moving on to town manager, code enforcement, and planning commission reports.
No planning commission report this month. Town managers report, April 2018. Boardwalk. We will be holding a meeting with critical area tomorrow to discuss the original critical area conditions and the approved and final sediment and erosion control plan. That's one of the final things we need to get done, along with the old permits that we had to get renewed. Online bill pay is operational, linked via the town's website. Please input the information exactly as it appears on your bill. I hate to keep stressing that every month, but we keep getting the same phone calls at the town hall. Please put the information in exactly as it appears on your bill. Village Green restrooms. It says here that we are awaiting the NEPA and SHA approvals. As of 7:30 tonight, I have received the NEPA approval, so we're just awaiting the SHA approval. FY 2019 budget. Public hearing was held on April the 12th. We're hoping to be adopting that budget tonight. Bond bill. The town will be receiving $200,000 to use toward the purchase of some property in town to create a youth enrichment center or rec center. Jennifer Drive. Road repairs are complete. The road is now back open. Wastewater treatment plant. The town also received a blower replacement project, which will be funded via MDE for an additional $200,000. So we've been hitting pretty good on projects and grants. And last but not least, I'm sure everybody wants to know, Eli's. The Eli building has been sold. New owner will be demolishing and leaving the warehouse to be the new Velocity Center. Code enforcement report, April 2018. The town issued 49 notices of violations during the month. 1 rental citation, 3 rental fines, 9 rental violations, 4 rubbish and garbage, 4 vehicle violations, 28 grass and weed violations, and the town also performed 18 rental inspections during the month. And once again, there's no planning commission report for last month.
Okay, thank you very much. Moving on to Parks and Rec, Environmental Sustainability Committee reports.
Good evening, everyone. So many of you may know the farmers market is up and running. Yesterday was the first day. It was well received. And so the farmers market is open on Sundays from 10 till 3 and on Thursdays from noon till 6. So we have a variety of vendors. We'll have fresh meats and produce and eggs. So I'm really excited about it. So you have to come out and support if we wanted to stay. With environmental sustainability, last month we had a cleanup of the Mattingly Park dock, old Slavens dock. That went well. We're trying to keep the parks and things in town clean, free of debris. And we have an effort underway to put some trash cans throughout town to kind of help with some of the litter. So if you have any suggestions on how we can keep things clean, we appreciate everyone keeping their grass cut, and we want to keep the town looking nice and pretty. Are there any questions? Yes, ma'am. Yes. Okay. All right. So we'll look into that.
I will definitely take a look into that, and I'll also let you know that he is no longer employed with Plan Check. So we'll have a new code enforcement officer coming this way, but afterwards, if I can meet with you and get your address, I'll take a look at it. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Any additional comments? All right. Thank you all so much.
Just moving on to a fire prevention report.
Good evening, Mayor, Town Council, citizens. Let's start off with, I've got a toy outside, so when we're done with the meeting, if anybody would like to come outside and take a look at the fire department's new toy, feel free to do so.
Field trip.
Finally in service, ready to go. It's already responded to a couple calls in the county. So let's go back for the month of March. We had 28 fire responses, 24 were mutual aid responses, and 4 were within the town limits. That's good for us. We're running everywhere but in the town. I like that. EMS had 33 responses, tracked 100 hours of training through, again, departmental drills, MIFRE, formal education, that kind of stuff. For the month of April, we had 27 fire responses, 17 were mutual aid, 10 were within the town limits, and we had 24 EMS responses, and we tracked 125 hours of training. Understand smoke alarms. I stand up here and talk about smoke alarms, and I understand Karen's catching a little flack. Please keep in mind that we do have them. We are going to get to the folks. It's just we're a volunteer organization. Most people work during the day, so it's hard for us to make schedules and get things done after hours. But we are going to get to you. We're not going to let anybody down. We're going to get them. You're going to get them. I promise you that. Some recap on some stuff for those of you that didn't know. Last Friday, the Southern Maryland Ladies Auxiliary had their annual convention at the firehouse. You were invited but didn't show. You should have heard all that. We'll talk about that later. One of our own, Becky, and I forget her last name, Welch, went in as president of that association. So Indian Head stepping up again. And then on Saturday and Sunday, the men had their annual convention. Wayne, Rick Bowie, a couple of guys from the firehouse went down for that. Then on Sunday was the parade, and the toy I have outside took first place for aerial apparatus in the parade. So we're doing our thing. Other than that, anybody have any questions, any concerns about anything? Like I said, field trip after the meeting if you're interested. Meet me outside.
Chief, quick question for you. I have a few young men who've expressed an interest in possibly volunteering. Is the best way to call the fire department?
Come by. Thursday nights are our drill nights.
Thursday nights. All right.
Okay. Stop by, or they can pick on Wayne sitting over there.
Okay.
Wayne seems to be the lead in our recruitment and
Okay.
retention, and
All right.
he can get them
Awesome.
the information they need.
All right.
7:30 on Thursday nights.
All right. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Moving on to community affairs.
Good evening, everybody. Our next town event, we just had the Taste of Indian Head, the 6th annual Taste of Indian Head this past Saturday. The next town event coming up is Bike to Work Day, and that is on Friday, May the 18th from 7 a.m. Until, it says 2 on the flyer. Unfortunately, the senior center, Indian Head Senior Center, is not able to provide the health and fitness activities that they were the component with last year because they've had new staff come in and they just don't have the manpower to put it together. So they're hoping to gather that up for next year. Nevertheless, it's a free admission. We do have breakfast snacks available from 7 to 9. There'll be displays and handouts and giveaways and a kids coloring table. And the door prizes, including new children's bicycles, will be one of each. That's compliments of the Tri-County Council of Southern Maryland. And the official welcoming ceremony starts at 9:45, and it involves the fifth graders from Indian Head Elementary. They'll come over and they'll be a part of the program where they will read their essays. They'll read their essays. They're also leading the Pledge of Allegiance. And the Henry E. Lackey Junior ROTC, Air Force Junior ROTC, Color Guard will present the colors for us. And you have until the 11th of May, if you plan to come to the event. You can register to get a free T-shirt that day at biketoworkmetrodc.org. That's on the flyer in the back. So if you're planning to come, please do. It's, like I said, it's a free family event. And if you'd like to get a T-shirt, then you can register before May 11th. The 31st Annual Town of Indian Head Village Green Outdoor Flea Market has been restructured a bit for this year. It will be every other Saturday, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m., May through August. The flyers on the back. The first one is May 12th and the 26th, and then there's 2 dates in June, July, and August. It's a free no weekly permit fee will be collected this year. You can set up your tables, chairs, racks, ground covers. I'm pointing because I'm looking out at the Village Green. Pop-up tents along Mildred Rice Road. It's very easy to access off of the dirt road, and you can just pull up right there, back up on the grass next to the sidewalk, and you don't have to move your stuff, and you don't have to move around, and you can spread out as much as you'd like. We ask that there's no food sales without a permit, and there's no pet sales or giveaways allowed. And there are handicap accessible restrooms still available at the Senior Community Center. Use the far left ramp entrance, and they'll be open from 7 to 1. There's also farmers market flyers that Councilman Smith referenced. They're on the back counter. And then at the end of May, just on Wednesday, May the 30th at 11 a.m. here in the Village Green Pavilion, we have our annual Memorial Day ceremony. It's open to the public. And following the ceremony is a free lunch, which is prepared by our community activities volunteers. And again, that's open to the public. St. James Episcopal Church has community spaghetti dinners. They're no-charge events. They're offered every other month in 2018 from 5 to 6:30 at St. James Episcopal Church on Potomac Avenue right there on the corner. You'll pass it when you leave town. The next opportunity for this wonderful event, it's a delicious meal, and you get to just mingle and meet. If you might know everybody because there's a lot of people that come from the neighborhood, and you'll meet some new people as well. So the next one is Monday, June the 4th. And then also coming up in June, is Friday, June 22nd, is Astronomy Night. It's from 8:30 to 10:30. It's outside in Village Green Park. Public's welcome. It's free admission. We'll give you free popcorn and glow sticks if you come and hang out with us. And that's compliments of the Southern Maryland Astronomical Society. They will bring their telescopes, set them up, and they extend you an invitation to stop, gaze at the stars, and they'll answer all your cool questions about astronomy. And you can always visit their website at www.smas, that's smas.us. And also I can't believe it's the end of the school year already, our annual end of school kids fun night is on Thursday, June the 21st from 7 to 9 p.m. It is a free event. It's open to all families, and we will of course, have fun things to do. We always feed you a dinner. And we'll have lots of summer outdoor and indoor door prizes to give away. And I will be sending home the summer event flyers through General Smallwood. I'm putting together a little packet, and I'll be sending those home before the end of school to all of the Indian Head Elementary School children. That's it in a nutshell through June. Any questions or? No? All right. Thank you very much.
Now moving on to our community policing report.
Good evening. What beautiful weather we're having tonight, right? We're finally getting some nice weather. Looks like it's going to continue probably throughout the rest of the summer here. So with that being said, make sure we're watching out for their youths. We want them out playing, enjoying themselves, not on a trip to the hospital with our fine fire department. Okay? I hate to harp on things, but we're still having a very large problem with people going into unlocked vehicles. So I want to make sure that everybody's locking their vehicles, removing all your valuables. And if you see something out of the ordinary, if you see somebody walking down the street, going up in people's driveways, going door to door, pulling on door handles, give us a call, give us a description, let us get an opportunity to get out there and try and catch them. Now on to some other business. Our unit has undergone a reorganization, and with that I'm being reassigned. I'm going to our crime prevention unit, and I'm being replaced by this gentleman here, Officer Dooley. You're going to be in very capable hands. He's an excellent officer. We give him an opportunity here to say a brief moment.
Hey everybody, I'm Steve Dooley, so Steve 2.0 if you prefer, since it'll keep it easy for you. Same first name. I'm looking forward to work with you guys. I used to work over here in Indian Head from about 2008 to 2011, so I'm familiar with the area a little bit. But it's been a while, so I'm going to get back up to speed, and I'll be out here to help you guys as much as I can. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hold on one
Hey,
minute, Chief.
Officer Bryant. In recognition of your community, being our community policing officer from September 2017 to May 2018, thank you for your service to the town of Indian Head. We present you this town seal. We would give Officer Bryant one more round of applause. All right, moving on. Briefings, none. Well, we kind of had a presentation, but we included it in the community policing report. So moving on to ordinances. We have two for adoption today.
Ordinance 04-01-18, introduced by Mayor and Council. Date introduced April 2nd, 2018. Date adopted is tentatively tonight, May 7th, 2018. Date effective would then be May 27th, 2018. An ordinance concerning amendment of the town's personnel ordinance for the purpose of amending the town's personnel ordinance as required by the Maryland Healthy Working Families Act to modify provisions relating to employee sick leave.
Sorry. Mr. Mayor, I move we adopt the ordinance as read.
Mr. Mayor, I second the ordinance as read.
I do think we have a question before we leave it up to vote. So Maryland Healthy Working Families Act, it basically state law that mandates sick leave.
Go ahead.
We currently get sick leave. It's just an adjustment to the sick leave so that we are following the state law.
Okay. No additional questions? All right. Mr. Mayor, I move we accept the ordinance as read.
Mr. Mayor, I second the ordinance as read.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the ayes have it.
Ordinance 04-02-18, introduced by Mayor and Council. Date introduced was April 12th, 2018. Public hearing was April 12th, 2018. Date adopted is tentatively tonight, May 7th, 2018. The date effective would be July 1st, 2018. It is an ordinance adopting the town's financial plan and budget and setting the tax rate, schedule of fees for various permits, the major facilities fees, water, sewer, and trash removal and disposal rate for the fiscal year 2019. Be it ordained by the Council of the Town of Indian Head that the financial plan and budget for the Town of Indian Head for fiscal year beginning July 1st, 2018 and ending June 30th, 2019 shall be indicated in the document attached as financial plan and budget for fiscal year 2019. The Town of Indian Head tax rate on real property having location within the corporate limits of the Town of Indian Head is set at 30 cents per $100 of full market value. Corporate and personal property taxes are set at 80 cents per $100 of state assessed value, which is the same, that hasn't changed, and all utility rates remain the same as well.
Any questions? Okay.
Nothing has changed. It's the same as it's been. Okay. Awesome. All right, Mr. Mayor, I move we accept the ordinance as read.
Mr. Mayor, I second the ordinance as read.
All right. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the ayes have it. All right. So moving on, we have no petitions, no unfinished business, no new business, and on to the announcement of upcoming meetings and events. Community Activities Committee meeting. There will be no meeting in May. As previously noted, farmers markets on Thursdays and Sundays. Parks and Rec Indian Head Runners will be Wednesdays 6 p.m. and Saturdays 10 a.m. April through September at the Village Green Park. Parks and Rec Friday Night Lights basketball first Friday, April through July, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Indian Head Elementary School basketball courts, the Village Green Flea Market every other Saturday. Parks and Rec Potomac Watershed Community Garden and Composting will be Saturday, May 12th, 9 a.m. to noon. The next Planning Commission meeting will be Tuesday, May 15th, 7 p.m. at the Village Green Pavilion. Charles County Sheriff's Office Citizen Advisory Public is welcome Wednesday, May 16th, 7 p.m. at the American Legion Post 82 in La Plata. Bike to Work and Wellness Day will be Friday, May 18th, as previously noted. Next Town Council work session will be Wednesday, May 23rd, 3:30 p.m. at Town Hall. Parks and Recreation Commission will be Wednesday, May 23rd at 7 p.m. at the Village Green Pavilion, followed by the Environmental Sustainability Committee meeting at 7:30. Town Hall, Community Affairs, and Public Works will be closed Monday, May 28th. No trash pickup. Memorial Day ceremony and luncheon will be Wednesday, May 30th, 11 a.m. at the Village Green Pavilion. And our next town meeting will be Monday, June 4th, 7:30 p.m. at the Village Green Pavilion. Got it all? It's also on the back table. So...